Hello there, Angry Welshman, back again, and with a slightly new look to some of my videos. Hopefully this sticks, and leave comments down below on what you think. It's only something very simple, but just to give a little bit more style to my videos. Now, my new videos will entail, instead of going after flat earthers specifically, because most of the time they just ignore you, like Adam, Level Earth Observer does, and many others on Twitter and social media. They arrogantly ignore you and just love their little echo chambers. I'm going to be debunking every single flat earth point and evidence one by one as we go along, and I'll make a little video series out of it. This one will be predominantly based on the ISS and many other aspects of space also, but hopefully this video shouldn't be too long and everyone can move on with their lives. Okay, and here we go. And that little bit of footage just essentially completely made that argument irrelevant, because they're going at Mach 2, which is over 1300 miles an hour, and everyone's able to walk around and enjoy a 3-course meal, and the fact that every glass on their table that had some sort of fluid on it, alcohol or water, didn't even have a ripple on it. So Adam, you can literally shove your tower crane right up your Now, this next point is based on Neil Armstrong's famous footprint, the one I'm showing here now, with that iconic ridges from the inside of his boots. Now, flat earthers would like to point out that, oh no, this is all lies and wrong, because his boots look like this. And what they will show you is essentially this picture showing no tread at all. And it's like, oh, they go, oh, look, epic NASA fail, they can't even get this right. But what they don't know, from pictures I'm about to show you, is that the boots can be taken off. Why? Because the boots are weighted and very heavy. Now let's have a look at this view from Neil Armstrong's suit. And as you can see, this showing the heavy boots that made that famous footprint can in fact be separated from the rest of the suit. Why? Because, like I said before, they are very heavy and can weight down the launch process from when leaving the moon. So on a few lunar excursions, these were left behind. Not always, but on many occasions they were left behind for obvious reasons. So the only epic fail here is the lack of research from flat earthers. Basically, what they'll show you is something like this. Is an astronaut struggling what they assume is the floppy airlock door. Which amuses me why they would even think that, because, well, they're not really as good as research as they say they are. And as you can see right here, just in this little circle, just to point it out for the flat earthers who are unable to see, are the hinges and also, well, the actual airlock door that I would like to point out opens inwards for one very important specific reason, is because of the pressure. In a submarine, the doors open outwards because you're going from a low pressure from the inside of the submarine to the high pressure of the water surrounding it, which is why they open outwards. Now on the ISS it's the opposite. You have the high pressure of the interior and then the extremely low pressure of the surrounding vacuum of space, which is why they open inwards. Do some simple research and stop posting rubbish like this all over social media. And their next bone of contention, or lack of research contention, is the lovely lunar rover. And now they ask questions like, well, how does the lunar rover come out of the tiny module door? Well, nice for asking, and if you did a little bit of research, you'd know it does this. The lunar rover folds nicely into itself, to which then it is propped up and tied together and then folded on the outside of the lunar lander, to which then, by just a pull of a few cables and probably untightening a few bolts, it is then unfolded, ready to use. You see, very simple answer for everything if you know where to look. Now, their next so-called proof is one you hear them say quite often. Oh, the lunar lander just looks like a tweaker shelter. It's clearly made out of tinfoil and cardboard. Oh, you can basically easily see panel gaps. So fake. Well, that's because the foil, and there's very different types of them, and I can't really remember the specific names for them, are used as thermal shielding. Basically, it's the way heat moves around in space through radiation, and the foil is there to maximize heat radiation and minimize heat absorption. And now what looks like cardboard is aluminium shielding, or extra of, as micrometeoroid shielding. It's just that simple. Because if you looked deeper, you'd know that this is the main bulkhead slash chassis, if I said that right, of the lunar module slash lunar lander. It is quite a hefty piece of kit, and it's quite clearly a lot more solid than people like you idiotically claim. Now that's it for the first episode of my new video series. I hope to do more. Please leave comments down below on what you'd like me to debunk next, and obviously subscribe and comment, and please just say what you think, whether you think it's a bit boring or do you like my new format. So I hope everyone has a lovely time, and I'll hope to see you again very soon. Goodbye.